Sudan is facing the world's largest displacement crisis. Over 12 million people have been forced from their homes. Nearly two-thirds of the population, about 25 million, need emergency aid just to survive. Famine is already a reality in several regions, with hundreds of thousands facing starvation. Yet Sudan's suffering is largely ignored by the world, overshadowed by other global crises. The media silence has left millions of Sudanese people abandoned, their plight barely a footnote. More than 3.5 million have fled the country, destabilizing the region. Inside Sudan, cities are in ruins, hospitals destroyed, and health services have collapsed. The social fabric is torn apart by violence and displacement. For millions, daily life is a desperate search for food, water, and safety. This is not just a humanitarian crisis, it's a catastrophe unfolding in the shadows. The world cannot afford to look away. Sudan's crisis began with a betrayal of its democratic hopes. In 2021, Generals Burhan and Hemeti overthrew the civilian government, then turned on each other, plunging the country into civil war. Their feud is a ruthless power struggle, with civilians trapped in the crossfire. The country is now split. Burhan's forces control the north and east, while Hemeti's paramilitaries dominate the west and much of Darfur. The economy is paralyzed, communities are severed, and violence is relentless. Sudan's future is held hostage by two men fighting for absolute control. At the heart of Sudan's war is gold, over $6 billion worth mined each year. Instead of helping the nation, this gold funds weapons and fighters for both sides. Much of it is smuggled abroad, linking international markets to Sudan's bloodshed. Foreign powers, including Egypt, the UAE, and Russia, back rival factions, turning Sudan into a proxy battleground. The human cost is staggering: mass killings, sexual violence, and the destruction of entire communities. Millions have fled, straining neighboring countries and fueling regional instability. Sudan's collapse threatens not just itself, but the entire region. Why is Sudan ignored? Geopolitical fatigue, lack of media coverage, and no clear narrative have left it in the shadows. The world's indifference has allowed the violence to continue unchecked. Without unified international action, sanctions, diplomacy, and aid, the crisis will only worsen. Breaking the silence is the first step. Share credible news, amplify Sudanese voices, and demand media attention. Public pressure can force governments to act and support humanitarian efforts. Support organizations like the World Food Program and Doctors Without Borders. The people of Sudan deserve more than pity. They need our attention and action. Their struggle for survival must not be forgotten.